everybody. Welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. I'm your host for this segment, Lady D. And I hope you all, as I always say, have had an amazing week ahead. So this week we are coming into a week. I feel like it may be a little bit frustration. We still, as a positive, we still have Venus very close to the Sun from that new moon that we had yesterday, and they're still very close together. And even when we get to the end of next week, they'll still they will still be like from the 13th, which is when next Thursday, they'll still be within a few degrees of each other, which is good. And you'll also have Mercury by the end of next week getting close to that Sun as well, because towards the end of the month, Mercury and Venus will come together, which will be a positive thing. But first of all, with this week, so other positives that we have this week coming up, I like to start with the positives is we've got Mars that's going to be moving into Taurus on the 10th. So that with Mars in Taurus, it can be. I feel like Mars in Taurus can, I guess, be a little bit less motivated. So we've got a few more days where Mars is pushing us through, getting us to do what we have to do. It's at its most strongest in Aries because it's ruled by Aries. And then when we're going to Taurus, it's I don't feel like it's gonna be like being in Taurus. I feel like there'd be a sense of being a little bit slower, maybe a sense of being less, a little bit of less motivated, or we might be more of a motivated to look at our security or how we make it secure, what's gonna how our surrounding is, how our environment is. We might be looking at finances or money because Taurus does rule money as well. But I feel like when we have Mars in Taurus, if you're born with someone who's Mars in Taurus, you're someone that when you do get angry, you get very fixed on something. You got tunnel vision. So it might be a sense of being frustrated with a certain issue, but not getting stuck on that issue and not seeing the bigger picture about things. Because with Tauruses, they just see through that tunnel. And especially when your Mars is in Taurus, when you do get angry, and you tend to find people with Mars in Taurus, they'll get angry over like money issues, or if they're not comfortable, or if even the fact if they've gone out, they've ordered a nice meal and it hasn't been to their expectations, may make them a bit frustrated, but they'll get stuck on those issues. So it's not going to be, I don't feel like it's going to be energy of us being, yes, let's get going, let's move forward, let's get motivated. It may be a little bit like, let's just think this through, let's just plod along a little bit. So we are heading into that kind of energy with Mars moving into Taurus. And then we've still got sextile here with Saturn and Uranus. So unexpected problems and in the sextile are positive, so they're working more together. So it's about us getting through those. I would say being more resilient through unexpected issues that are coming up. We're able to move forward. We've also got the sextile with Uranus and Jupiter to Neptune, so we'll still be able to see through people's manipulation or people's lies, or there's an ending that's coming up, it's good for us. It's a good ending that is coming up. We've also got some tries to Pluto still, which is also helping us going through a big transformation. We're ready to move on. We're ready to leave things behind that don't serve us, and we're ready to really look more to more to the future where we are heading. So those are the positives for the week ahead. Now we do have some the aspects that aren't as positive. So we've got that Venus and the Sun, because they're still very close together, and especially Venus all this week is going to be squaring Saturn. So it's bringing up issues with relationships or people around you. When I say relationships or people or love, I don't just mean the people that love around you, whether like your partner, it's also anyone that you love, whether it be a pet, whether it be your perhaps a neighbor, a friend, anyone in your life. I know if as my mum, we have a cat. For some reason, the cat keeps on wanting to get her attention by putting her paws and getting her nails into her leg. And listen to me, but just to my mum. And I noticed that this week, especially with that square being there, she's been more frustrated about the cat doing that to her. But my mum loves the cat. Anyways, so we've also got here a square, but on the ninth, a square also starting with Mercury and Saturn. So this is going to be disruptions to communication. Maybe we're going to be bogged down in our thoughts, and I'm not able to. This could be a week where mental health may be an issue that's coming up because that Saturn is in Pisces, squaring to these other planets, and Mercury is in Gemini. So there's a lot in our heads that are going on around here. But communication not be so freely, might be holding in or not saying the right things here. So we have that. Um, Plus, we've got Venus and Mercury. So Venus on the 9th, Mercury on the 10th is also going to be squaring Neptune as well here. So this is going to be, I, I get a sense that this week is a lot about frustration, especially by people who are lying to you or trying to manipulate you or trying to really deceive you. I feel like these things is really going to get on your nerves and it's really going to like bother you. So I feel like that you're going to have to try and raise above it, raise your energy above it, try and concentrate on these positive aspects that we have this week just to get through it. Otherwise, you're just going to get a bit frustrated. Let's go to, let's just see if we've got the caller here. Okay, we've got Nancy here. So, hi, Nancy, how are you? Okay, Nancy's just dropped out. So yes, so we've got all these things that are coming up this week. And I said, I just feel like it's bringing a lot of tension, a lot of frustration. So even today, things might not work like clockwork, but we still go through it. We be resilient and we have to move on because that's part of being life. That's what I always say. I have a Capricorn moon and I'm an Aquarian, so I'm very logical. Plus I am also someone, I always say I'm a realist. Let's see. Let's do some cards for the week ahead. See what's coming up for us. Oh, Mancy. So Mancy, hi Mancy, how can I help you today?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Daniel. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. And how can I help you?
Yeah, so are you a psychic medium? I just wanted to make sure. I know I'm live right now at the
Yes,
radio.
I am a
Uh,
psychic medium. Yes, I am.
okay, I am like, I lost my parents. One, my dad in 2020 and my mom in 2022 within 18 months' time. I lost both of them suddenly, and it was COVID time. I couldn't see them or reach them. Um, is there any way you can connect to my mom? I'm desperately want to know how she is and how she feels.
Sure. Okay, sure. Is your background that you're not American? Are you American?
No, I'm not American. I'm
And
I'm from
that's okay.
Sydney,
That's all right.
Australia,
I thought the accent
and
was
and
different.
my
Yeah.
background is from India. I'm from India,
Yes.
Mumbai.
I was I was gonna say I should have just said that because I saw you as you're talking, could see your parents, and now telling me we're not American, and I could get a sense of Indian culture, and I should have just said that, but I always second guess myself, and it's something I shouldn't do. Okay, I feel like with your mum, she tells me that she's very delicate in how she does things. I feel like she had her hands. I feel like that she has nice. If her hands were like skinny hands or delicate hands. I kind of feel like with your mum, um, and I
Yeah,
do see them wearing traditional clothes as well. I do feel like that they liked Australia. They liked being here, or like being in Sydney, too, because
yeah,
they're telling me that as well. And they're also tell me
yeah,
they're very worldly, so they know a lot about the world and what's happening around the world. And education is the key to knowledge. That's what I get from your dad. I feel like with your dad, he had hair. Like I can run my hands through his hair. He had a lot of thick hair or hair with him.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I feel like he
yeah. He
wasn't
was
bad looking.
fascinated with his. Yeah, he was fascinated with his hair. Like, he would always make sure his hair was well done every time he stepped out of the room itself. Like, he was right there. Yeah,
Yeah. And because I feel like he's not bad looking either. He's just showing me his looks. It's like showing me like I said, I feel like he's very proud about how his looks is as well. And they're telling me that
he does.
you're a very you're a very strong girl. And you're a very independent like lady, or he's saying woman. You're very very independent. And he cherishes you so much. Your mum is like your mum's very good in tradition, or she's very big on tradition. 'Cause she's like, don't forget about tradition. And I feel like she's got a plate full of food, and I feel like it's a lot of traditional like finger food that I feel like she's got on like a silver plate. It's like a silver platter here, that she's showing me and as well. But also with your mum, I feel like she's dancing, so I feel like she likes to dance to traditional music as well because she's having a little bit of a
Yeah,
dance.
yeah.
Two.
And it's
Okay.
and it's true, Daniel. My mom used to love enjoying dancing with my dad. Like if yeah, and talking about silver plate, yes, we had one silver plate we sold off due to financial reasons. We sold off her
Oh,
special silverware. Um, and that's true. That's true. And I regret of telling it because that was very precious for her. But we had financial issues, so we had to sell it off.
it's okay. It's okay. Look, they are, look, your parents, they understand, and they only want the best for you. Everything they did is for you. They're saying like we do things for you. They so that you can carry on, and that you can go. Also with your mom, like even though I feel like that they are like religious in their own cultural religion, yeah, but I also feel like with you, like that like they're very open in their beliefs as well. So I feel like they're open to me, and I feel like they're very open in what I do. And
Yeah,
so I feel like they're very respectful and they're open to not just going down their own sort of religious sort of, I'm not too sure too much about your religion, but I just have a feeling like they're more open with other things as well. Like they know there's not just
yeah,
one, there's many things to
yeah,
and
they were open to all the new experiences about the world. They traveled a couple of countries, not America, but other countries, Europe, and yeah, they used to love traveling, and they were open to experience new experience. Kind of by traveling and knowing people.
for you, for your they're saying to you, your dad's saying to you, like you, for you, traveling may open up again for you more 227. Is it's like stay in Sydney or stay in Australia, and then 227 there might be an opportunity for you to go traveling, overseas. So I feel like it's gonna be like overseas, but it's like for now, it's like staying secure too, or for maybe more financially stable as well. That he wants to say to you as well. Um, I know you guys won't forget each
Yeah,
other. I know that they're always with you in spirit, and and they walk with you a lot. And I feel like even especially your dad, I feel like he's got his hand on your shoulder. I see his hand on your shoulder.
oh,
So, okay,
thank you, Daniel. Thank you for the
that's okay.
validation. Thank you. And
That's
I
okay.
do
No, I
believe
have.
in communication. Is there
Yeah,
any
I
message for them? Like, is there any message, special message, so that I can stay myself strong? Is there any special message they're showing?
okay, that's it. Look, the main thing is I don't want you to give up. They're referring to two children, so I feel like you're going to have two children. If you don't have it now, you're going to have two children. So they're mentioning two children, and you're going to have a family. I do feel like one is going to look like your dad because he's referring to looks as well again. But they want you to keep going and do things your way. Don't let anyone push you or have you sort of under the thumb. They want you to make sure you do things your own way because of your unique way that you do. They're telling me that you're very, very beautiful and very pretty lady, but they want to make sure that you are very comfortable in what decisions that you're making in your life and that it's your decisions, no one else's.